Zach Glass here with BPT 113 Video Journal 6, where I'll be talking about top of mind awareness and how companies can use top of mind awareness to support their products or services, and also giving an example for one product or service that uses top of mind awareness in a specific category. So essentially, top of mind awareness is just brand recognition. What comes to someone's mind when they think of a specific product or service, the first thing that pops into their mind. And good ways to use broadcast media to get on the top of mind awareness is repetition, connecting a certain person's face to your campaign, to your product, and using them consistently, like Flow with Progressive, the Gecko, the Can You Hear Me Now Verizon guy. I just aged myself with that one a little bit, but he's actually Sprint now, but I don't think he's doing as good with Sprint. People like that, that's a good way to do it. Also, showing a lot of testimonials, showing that other customers enjoyed your product. Routinely sticking to that plan can help with top of mind awareness. I know that Satva mattresses, most of their ad campaigns are just basically consumer reviews and customer reviews where they use real customers of theirs, and they just rave about their Satva mattresses and things like that. When they're advertising on podcasts that I listen to, they give the podcasters the mattresses and then they rave about them, things like that. They also, that same company is really good about using promotional codes in their advertisements too. You'll have so the podcast, I've actually heard them on a few podcasts. One of the podcasts that they advertise on is two comedians, and literally their promotional code for the two comedians podcast is Satva is the SHIT. So like they pander to whoever, like they realize the type of person that's listening to that podcast, and I remember that promotional code. I have never remembered a promotional code from any advertisement in my life, but that promotional code for Satva is the blank, stuck in my mind. I'd recently bought a mattress from one of their competitors, so I didn't have any reason to use it. But if I ever wanted a Satva, I know a way to get 10% off your purchase and free shipping. So that was a good way for them to. Obviously, it's on the top of my mind. I'm not in the market for a mattress. So other examples, Slim Jim on social media. Within the past few years, they let somebody take over their social media who's all over Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And they're hilarious. I think they might have let a group of comedians take it over. Like there might be like a comedian marketing agency out there or something, but they are hilarious on Instagram. They're on all the most popular posts on Instagram, all the most popular tweets on Twitter. They're commonly the top comment on SportsCenter, ESPN, on various meme pages on Instagram, and they're official, blue check mark Instagram and Twitter. And people know them. And there's thousands of replies on their comments. Slim Jim Beef Jerky Company is a cultural social media icon. It doesn't make any sense. And now people are hundreds of thousands of people in some of these posts are liking and commenting on Slim Jim's comment on a random sports video, and it's because it's clever. Usually it's funny, it has a really fun sense of humor, and I can only imagine that their revenue is, if you have that many people just replying to Slim Jim, I'm sure their sales have gone through the roof over the last few years. I've noticed they're advertising more on television too since then. So that was a brilliant way to create top of mind awareness, and I think a lot of other companies have tried it. Wendy's has tried to get into that same type of niche there, where they have they've done all right with it. They have not done what Slim Jim's done with it. Wendy's is another one that has went that route as far as their social media, where they'll burn other companies or talk junk about like Burger King or McDonald's and throw shade and stuff like that. Dude Wipes on Barstool Sports. It's literally wet wipes for guys that play sports. After they're done playing sports, they just wipe down and they don't smell as bad. It's actually a really good product. I use it, but I've never seen them advertise on anything other than Barstool Sports podcast and YouTube and stuff like that. They know where their clientele is, and they just pound it. They sponsor all kinds of shows. Their names, their logo is everywhere in the studio. Their logo's everywhere on the graphics. They've done a really good job becoming out of nowhere. Never heard of them before. Fairly new company. They're privately owned too. They're not owned by one of the big like Unilever or Johnson & Johnson. They're competing with them as just a singular company, which is pretty impressive just by hammering on Barstool Sports. A local one that I like is Sam's Ice Cream Shop here in Clemens. They give you a punch card every single time you go there, unless you have one. And if you forget it, they just give you another one. They'll punch it 3 or 4 times for you. You know, if you order a big ice cream, they'll just, you ordered a big ice cream, here you go. And when you think of ice cream, you could go to Harris Teeter and get Ben & Jerry's, or you could take that punch card and, I got a free large ice cream coming in, a visit or two. That's a good way to create top of mind awareness. I've gone back there just because I saw that punch card sitting in my wallet. That's another way to do it. And then the biggest one is Bud Light. I work at a bar. They come by. They give us free wristbands, free bottle openers, free keychains. They keep our tap handle fresh because those things wear out quick. They give you like 5 of those, and they're all huge. They pay extra money to be in the main bar tap spot, front and center. They pay extra money to make sure that theirs is the tallest. If anybody brings in a taller one, they'll say, hey, switch that out for another one if they got one, and make ours the biggest and tallest front and center. They give us free bar mats, little things that collect the spillage on the bar. They sponsor Post Malone, so they've done a great job. They have the resources to do it, but when you think light beer, Bud Light's the first one you think of. So that's all of the examples I came up with. I know I ran long, but I had a lot of those come to mind. And those are all great different ways to get top of mind awareness. I'll see you in class.